And so I'm very confused about who I am. People are always projecting their own identities onto me. Sweaty balls. People are yelling stuff at me. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm binational and I'm very confused. I don't know. But I think deep down at heart, though, I am an Irishman because I was once so hungover I had to leave church to throw up. And thank you. And then I went back in. So I definitely think thank you. Well, I'll see you at Mass tomorrow, okay? Looking forward to that. So I do get around. It's a lovely city here, Kansas City, and the Crown Center, a great place for an Irish festival, very nice. I went to the Hallmark Center. We've all been down to the Hallmark Center. Yeah, if you like Hallmark jokes, they're coming. Here they come. So they actually have an exhibit on at the moment. It's called Winston Churchill, the Artist. I liked that because I love comedy, so I thought that was very nice. It was very enjoyable, and I'm actually kind of embarrassed. I went to the Hallmark thing and that kind of thing, and whenever somebody's birthday or whatever, I always just buy a card from the dollar store and cross out the name, write Hallmark on top. That's why. So I feel bad. So next time I do that, I'll think of Kansas City. So it'll be okay. But thank you. Yeah, so it's good to be here. I'm coming here. I'm immigrating to America permanently, and so I deal a lot with the immigration people. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They're called USIS, which is great because it kind of rhymes with useless. But they're very nice. I'm not sure if it's the United States. I'm not very good with acronyms. I just call them the fascists for short. So that's what I call them. But my family live here. My brothers live in Chicago, so he spent a lot of time up there, and I was over here, so I went up to Chicago to see them. And actually, the last big comedy show I did, a bit of a comedian, so I did a comedy show up there in Chicago recently. It was very good. I was the MC at my brother's wedding, so that was nice. It's all about who you know. I wasn't the best man, because even in my own family, I can't get the good gigs. So, it's all about who you know or don't know. And apparently I don't know my brother well enough. So who knows? But let's not get too edgy. Okay? We don't have to go there. But, so I'm here and I'm coming here to the US and my brother actually works for McDonald's, actually, yeah. But not in a restaurant. We're not that kind of immigrant, so don't worry, it's okay. We are learning Spanish though. So it's okay. Please, settle down, it's okay. We're putting the Mick back into McDonald's, so we're loving it. So I am immigrating here permanently, and if you're immigrating to the US, it's kind of hard, especially when you realize that the green cards are not just for the Irish. It kind of makes it a bit more difficult, which I didn't know. And so I'm actually related to Annie Moor. You know who Annie Moor is? This is an Irish festival. She was actually the very first of you. She was one of the very first Irish immigrants to come to the United States. She was the first immigrant to go through Ellis Island, the Immigration Processing Center in New York, which sounds like a Jerry Bruckheimer movie, but that's actually what they did. And I was related to her, so now here I am coming to the US. It was a very different time when she came here. She didn't come here on a visa. She just came here on a boat. She just sailed right in here. Yeah, and so it was very different. And in those days, it was a quite different experience when you sailed into New York Harbor and the Statue of Liberty would have been there proudly with a torch in one hand, and the other hand, I believe it's a menu. We'll take you're tired, you're wretched, and you're poor, and some salsa. So, but now if you look at the Statue of Liberty, I think it's holding a stop sign. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it recently.